to learn last night that the Conservative Party hired the consulting firm of Ryan Kinsella to wage a secret campaign to discredit the People's Party by portraying it as a racist and intolerant party. A campaign that has been going on for months and may continue to this day.
A Trudeau-led government with the NDP calling the shots would be the worst possible outcome for Canadians. It would be a costly coalition that Canadians cannot afford. As a rule, we don't make comments on contracts that may or may not exist or vendors that we may or may not have.
What is the rule that you have here that you can't say which contractors you're working with?
We just don't comment on the contracts that we may or may not have.
Is it a rule you just made up?
We don't make comments on contracts that we may or may not have or vendors that we may or may not have engaged with.
We're going to build 500,000 new affordable homes. We're going to make it easier for people to buy their first home. We're going to make sure that people have an affordable rental option that's a real safe, quality place to live. We can do that. It's a matter of choices, and we're prepared to make those choices. For me, it's a question of values, and the Conservatives have made it really clear that they have no alignment with me on important things. They've made it clear, Mr. Scheer's made it clear with his actual words that he doesn't support a woman's right to choose. He's personally against it, is what he said. And to me, that's not a value that I can support in any way. I believe we unequivocally have to protect a person's right to choose. That is something that's fundamental. I believe in making sure that we invest in services, and he's made it clear with his platform that he wants to cut services. Mr. Trudeau is very problematic. He is not going to do what he says.
We agree with the tribunal's decision that kids deserve compensation for the mistreatment they went through in child and family services. We absolutely agree, and we will be moving forward to compensate them. But more than just looking back, we've been focused on reforming child and family services to make sure that kids in care get to stay in Indigenous communities, in their language, get the support they need so they don't lose their culture and identity, which is so important to them. That's at the core of how we move forward as a country in partnership with Indigenous peoples. That's what we're going to continue doing, and that's one of the things that's at stake in the choice that Canadians are making on Monday. I think we've seen throughout this campaign that the Conservatives have had to use the politics of fear and division and indeed just make stuff up in order to try and get their message across. Why? It's because they have nothing to offer Canadians except $53 billion worth of cuts.